Hey, what's going on? I'm Spute. On March 24th, Alex Kister posted their response to the claims of predatory behavior, which they said was false 11 days prior. I've linked it in the description if you want to read it. Alex points out that multiple times in the docs, Stirring Juice contradicts, lies, and exaggerates the scenario in many ways. Also, it's worth noting that when I went to go look at Stirring Juice's document again, a message popped up and said, "Wow, a lot has changed since last time. Would you like to reload the page?" That's not a good look. In this response, Alex was proven to have been rolling with what they got. In most of these conversations, DB, which is an alias for the person who wants to stay anonymous, would most of the time give the okay for this kind of sexual behavior. And after looking through pretty much the entire response, Alex's whereabouts towards everything never really went past being kind of weird, which Alex admits to. I respect that. So, ultimately, what we're dealing with is bad communication and hypocrisy. Although the one thing that I won't back off of is the fact that Alex gave a small statement that didn't really add or subtract any innocence, only to then say the proof will come at a later date. Making that post didn't help anything in the long run, and it kind of just added more oil to the fire. And for what I gathered, apparently the fans of the Mandela Catalogue over the course of that whole situation were slowly but surely building up more and more evidence that Alex was actually innocent. However, I'm naturally skeptical because there's no avoiding a biased attitude, so I don't want to bury myself in this proof only to end up figuring out that it was all a big ruse and my gold blast got tricked again. I'm already biting bubbles assuming that Alex was guilty, but for future reference, I'm always willing to make updates to a situation, like now. And I run on a guilty until proven innocent stance. We're all terrible human beings, and I don't want to end up like my dad a couple days ago when he was actually trying to humanize Hitler. Anyways, communication has always been a big factor in how I live, and a lack of communication has been time and time again an element of conflict. So when I found out the situation was based on that, I got upset. DB says that they have problems with trust and are easily negotiable, but if you know that about yourself and can pinpoint it, then why weren't you making more of an effort to be the bigger person and say no? I understand that I'm stepping into some deep water with this, and disagreement from others is imminent, but let me just say this. In the scenario where you are being emotionally and sexually taken advantage of because of your mental instabilities, you are not allowed to point the finger and say that it's the other person's fault. Because you clearly showed reciprocation towards these gestures, did you not? They claim that Alex's behavior was shaped out of a power dynamic, given that they are a YouTuber with a large following. But Alex responds to this claim by saying that the advent of referring to someone as a YouTuber rather than a human in a situation like this is dehumanizing, which I heavily agree with. Balancing your personal life with your online life is a difficult task, and when you're seen as this robotic force only to follow the rules and be a good noodle constantly based on someone else's flawed personification on what is still a human being, you can feel a little hurt. You are allowed to feel hurt in this scenario. So now that both sides are equally prevalent and the cracks have shown their crumbs, I can say that Alex is in the right. Stirring Juice, I'm pretty disappointed. You claim that Alex was treading into illegal grounds, which ended up being false. And you keep saying that Alex doesn't understand power dynamics, which is supposedly keeping him in the corner of shame, but good God, that's a bleak vision on humanity and content creators as people. Also, your entry statement about defamation, which was apparently given by DB's father, who is a lawyer consultant, was copied, almost word for word, from a website. Oops. So either DB's dad is really shitty at their job, or something fishy is going on here. And I'm willing to lean towards the latter, because what self-respecting person would do that in this situation where their profession is so unbelievably important to upkeep? Shame on you. Do better. Please get some help. Sorry if I seem really passionate about this, but I am. This kind of situation would tantalize me to death if I didn't give my opinion on it. Alex has shown that they are innocent, and all my comments from last video are now outdated, and I take it all back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you some other time.